Alright, I'm back. Where were we?
We still need to find those documents, if they're even here.
Greetings. It is good to finally have a moment to speak with you. He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty. I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in HEYA, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there? I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Marek's funeral. It was in HEYA that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in HEYA, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
So you abandoned her?
Never. I will return to her once my duty is done and the Blight defeated.
Okay. So it's like joining the military. You do your time and then you go back to your loved ones. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, I'm just gonna see if that's too loud. No, that's pretty good. Okay.
Last month, Duncan visited HEYA, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
Well, I guess back in those days, like, you had to get married to do stuff like that, so...
We should find those documents. Although if they were so important, why leave them out here? Indeed.
So, you're the one we spent all that time waiting for, hmm? I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
Oh.
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden? I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there. Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
Oh, yeah.
All right for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks, too. Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
We still need to
Alright, let's go
find
grab those documents. They're right there.
if they're even here.
Am I the only one that thinks this is a booby trap or some sort of... What are you posing for? Yeah, this is some sort of trap. Oh, it's busted. Elf.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder?
Oh, shit.
Come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine
That
in
top,
search of easy prey?
You a Grey Warden?
What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I'm neither.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time.
That's creepy.
Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead
You
men?
do not need
Quite
to stop
easily, it
talking.
seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact.
Oh. Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
Thank you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put
I'm a
us all in a
dwarf.
pot, she will. Just you watch.
Magic
If the
doesn't
pot's
work
warmer
on
than
me.
this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Thank you. I'm just kind of meandering along. I knew that was gonna be too easy. Of course they would have a witch. But, like I said, I like her too.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Shut up.
Quiet, Dareth. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I'm no fool, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, if you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes?
Yep.
And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize. Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing.
She has a
Do
solid
not
point.
mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
She sure seemed pleased. I was like, oh, whatever, Mother. Alright. An epic song. The parties exploits, granting them bonuses to attack, damage, and critical chances. 84 kills. 10 of them are still people. Getting better. Man, I feel short. Anyways. I'll just start lobbing it at people's knees. 1 second.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Here, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
Ointment?
He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long for improvements?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you. Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Yes, yes, yes. We are so going to hurry up and get this battle over with.
So you return from the wilds.
Yep.
Have you been successful?
Yep.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Now, will you tell us about the ritual?
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining. I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Well, that seems meticulously annoying. I don't like the word old and temple together. Especially when it comes to rituals.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Yep.
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
No.
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I only know that my wife is in HEYA with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd
Not being
sacrifice a lot
sacrificed.
more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Both of you shut up.
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining.
Probably could engage with your
The
blade.
Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation.
Again.
So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first
Chug,
Grey Wardens
chug,
did
chug,
before
chug.
us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Well, be like me.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. and that one day we shall join you.
And the one guy's gonna nope.
Davith, step forward.
Shoot it back. Come on, man. You can do it. Oh, bloody hell.
Make his breath.
Come on.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
Oh.
I am sorry.
Well, let's go friendly fire.
But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
I just do it back like no problem.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Come on. I am death. Dragon, dragon, dragon. I'm gonna ride that.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
I feel like a badass. I'm still upset about that.
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do.
I see a dragon.
That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able. We can speak more after the meeting with
Alistair.
the king.
If the king wants to see you in...
Oh, hold up, I leveled up.
Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep him waiting. He might get mad, start crying. You'll feel bad. Well, it won't be pretty.
Oh my god, I look like it. And then should we go? How much money do I have? Look. I'll take it all these things will make sense later. go do the joining thing. Oh, balls.
Logain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
I can't pause this.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Oh, man.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road?
Yep.
I understand congratulations are in order. Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing.
I hate that guy.
We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To
cover.
flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Logain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Wait, they're dragons?
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough.
Oh
This
my
plan
God.
will suffice.
This whole
The Grey
frickin' thing
Wardens
needs to
will
end so I
light the
can end the
beacon.
video.
Thank you, Logain. I cannot wait for that
It's just
glorious
them all
moment.
bitching at each other.
The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
He seems suspicious. Like, really suspicious.